I hate repairs like this, but anyway, here we have a Kenwood TS 440. Anyway, so it's had a few problems with it. We had a problem with the old classic VCA5 with the goo, but this wasn't goo. Someone had replaced the oscillator transistor with a NPN transistor, and that's why it wouldn't work. And there was also a resistor that had gone open circuit. But once we got that working, we were on frequency, also in the CPU here there was a trace missing, so we fixed that. Anyway, so it's all working now. The batteries on this thing, the what's it called, the battery here needs to be replaced, but I'm trying to get it to work first. So what the problem was with this IF shift and RI2 wasn't working, and that meant receiver was all. So basically that chip is right up there. So I've got to remove these, and all these, and I've got to pull all this out as the control unit to get to that chip. But anyway, that's just to sort of give you an idea. It's the 440, that's the bottom down there, and it's the top up here. Okay, so that's our display unit. I'm trying to get this thing to focus. That's the display unit. That's the display you see there. That's nothing in there now. And that's the old analog to digital converter, for the RIT and IF shift voltage. That's the old chip I pulled out. And over here we have our new chip. So I've got to install this guy correctly. I'm just trying to get this thing to focus. Come on. There you go. So I've got to put him in. Okay, we're back with our 440. I finally had time to have a look at it, and well, we fixed the problem. So I'm going to put it back together again. But so the trigger's been replaced. The chip up there has been replaced, which is good. So we don't have the faulty chip. But the other one was a bit intermittent. Now we still had our problem with that RIT and IF shift. Let me turn him on. And I'll turn the volume down. Which one's that? Oh, it's always so confusing with these. You use so many different radios, you get confused which ones do what. Anyway, so that was the trace I originally had for the reference for the CPU. Sorry, was it reset? I'm not sure. Anyway, so I put another trace down here that was missing. So this is for our from our that chip up there. This in the display unit, our digital analog converter wasn't going into IC2. So once I put that trace in there, it was all good. And now, if we have a look here, let me get over here and we'll turn up our volume so you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that. Mind you, the knob's off, and let's go to RIT and XIT. Look at that. Right, turn that off. I'll turn the volume down. So there you go. So that's all working. So now it's just a matter of, as I said, putting it back together again and yeah, testing it on the air. So, ended up turning out really well. So let's put it back together again. So I should have done a video, but what I did is I took the head off and there's D66 and I snipped it. So we've got two digits now here. So D66, and I also replaced the battery now. Where's the old battery? Here's the old battery here. And off an old PC circuit board, I don't think I've got it here. I've got a holder, and then one of the batteries out of it. I just chucked it in there, and it sits in there nicely. And you can just clip the battery out and put a new one in. I've just got this here. It's pretty stable. It's supposed to be 36 megs, and I've just got that hooked up down there. And I think by the time we put the covers on, it'll be pretty much spot on frequency, so I'm not going to worry about it. So there you go, that's the TS440, and it's fully working now. So it took a bit, but it's nice to see it up and working. And I've just had it set up with the desk mark there. So all right, that's this story here.